Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm super excited to bring you all the research I've done into the health and wellness benefits of tuning forks or sound healing. This is not medical advice. Tuning forks are used to calibrate musical instruments. Doctors use them to detect hearing loss or fractures, but they're also used for sound therapy, which is said to promote relaxation, focus or sleep, reduce pain and even tighten and lift the skin. Sound healing has been around for centuries as Himalayan or Tibetan singing bowls or chanting, and sound is already routinely used for modern health treatments like ultrasound to fragment kidney stones. Dentists use ultrasonic scalers which emit sound waves that eliminate plaque and debris from our teeth, and instruments used in neonatal units worldwide have been proven to relax premature babies and bring about positive health benefits. HIFU, high intensity focused ultrasound, is used to tighten and lift the skin. So sound waves do penetrate our bodies and can bring various health improvements. So what is a tuning fork? The length and mass dictate the pitch that it creates when you strike it against an object. There's two types of forks, an unweighted one like this and a weighted one. So a musician would have a set of these in different musical notes to calibrate a piano, etc. But when you're talking about sound healing, you can get these forks tuned to a wide range of frequencies which have different effects. I'm going to put the Amazon links for these forks, they're all very inexpensive, below. So you can buy forks which are tuned to the Solfeggio frequencies, which are a series of 6 ancient tones believed to have healing properties. These frequencies range from 174 to 963 Hz. Angel forks are tiny and have a very high frequency sound which can be used to clear energy in a room like you would with burning sage. This one's 4096 Hz and you would strike it against another fork. Forks set to the Schumann Resonance, which is the extremely low frequency of the Earth's electromagnetic field of 7.83 Hz, fall within the range of alpha brainwaves, which is the optimum state for well-being and healing. It regulates hormones and body rhythms. NASA discovered the reasons why astronauts were coming back from space weak and sick was that they were separated from the Schumann Resonance. So NASA now put this frequency in all their spacecraft and the International Space Station. It mimics what they would be exposed to on Earth and enables them to stay in space for much longer and be healthy. Forks set to the Fibonacci sequence, the ratio of Phi, the golden ratio, used by Mozart and Leonardo da Vinci, and I have a video based on the golden ratio and ideal beauty. Each frequency in the sequence is the sum of the two preceding it. It's linked to geometric patterns that matter organizes itself around, and also perfect sequences we see in nature. The goal of those forks is to bring harmony. The unweighted forks, like this one, which is 174 Hz, are designed to be used around the body. You can hear the vibration, but you cannot feel it. You can strike this to help calm your mind before you meditate. That's how I use it. They take your focus away from thinking or being stressed and in your head. When this arrived, I unpacked it. I chimed it a few times and instantly I felt so deeply relaxed. And I went out and I was in my car stuck in an awful traffic jam for nearly an hour. Traffic wasn't moving at all. And you know what? I was completely calm. I was not stressed one tiny little bit. I honestly think that these very inexpensive forks can help so many people with stress and anxiety. If you already use forks like this or any other sound healing, please comment below and let me know. Then you have biofield work. So science tells us that our heart and brain and organs emit an electromagnetic field. The biofield is said to be a field around your body that extends to 6 feet and contains memories. The goal is to ring the frequency using a fork and wait for the body to align with that frequency and let go of whatever frequency it had before. So if there was some problem with a muscle, an organ or some disease and its frequency was less than it should be, if you emit a stronger frequency for long enough, then the organ will raise to match that, and practitioners of this are able to hear when the sound changes or they feel the change in their fingertips as they move the fork around the body. The body auto-tunes itself basically. You can do this biofield work or cleansing on yourself, on others, on pets and on plants. There are a few books where you can learn more about this and I'll link them below if you find that interesting. Then you have weighted forks like this one. You can see you have these two weights on the end. So this one is 93.96 Hz. So you strike this against something and you hold the end part against the body, either against a muscle or bone, and you feel the vibration. It's not so much about hearing the sound, it's more about feeling the vibration. It travels down into the body, and they're primarily meant to help you relax, and that allows blood, lymph and energy to flow more freely. So if you have a pain in your shoulder, you hold it in your shoulder. The idea is that it breaks up knots in the muscles. If you have a headache or toothache, you'd hold it against that area. You can hold it over organs if you have an issue or an illness, and you keep the fork in place until the vibration stops, which is generally about 1.5 minutes. You can also slide the handle over your face to iron out wrinkles and give your skin a radiant glow. By relaxing your face, the wrinkles relax, which is the same theory as Botox. This is also lymphatic drainage, and I came across an author and an expert on this subject called Eileen McCusick, and she has a YouTube channel of that name. In one of her videos, she said she never uses any fancy skincare and doesn't do any injectables or filler, and she's 54 years old. And I had to rewind that a couple of times and listen again, as she certainly did not look her age in that video. So she swears by using a weighted fork and just running the handle over her face and her neck and her skin, and it gives her a youthful glow and relaxes all the muscles. It reduces any lines and wrinkles, and I've been trying this for a couple of weeks, and I do think it is very relaxing, and it is doing something, even if it's just lymphatic drainage, which would reduce puffiness. So from a natural, organic, anti-aging perspective, you may want to try that. You can also hold these against your third eye or on the chakra points. The weighted forks can be used for sonopuncture, which is acupuncture, but instead of needles, you're using sound. So you hold it over meridian or acupressure points. According to traditional Chinese medicine, this will unblock and enhance the flow of qi energy. I've been using the weighted fork on my backache the last few weeks, and it's definitely easing the pain. It sounds nuts, and I realise that, but holding the fork against a pain spot does relieve the pain. I cannot explain it, but it just works. I'm also using this on my toes and the soles of my feet before I go to bed, and I do feel it's helping me relax and sleep better. I've even tried this on my cat, just holding it on different points on her body, and it does relax her as well. So how are these working? When your body senses the vibrations, it brings you into the moment. Okay, your information processing is transferred from your mind to where you feel the vibration in your chest or your ears or wherever you place the fork. We have 5 measurable brain waves. For example, delta is associated with sleep and beta with alertness and focus. So brain scans show that we can change our brain waves by using external stimuli, which matches the wave like a tuning fork. I went to a sound bath where a lady used gongs and bells and bowls and all kinds of instruments, and you sit there with your eyes closed, and I found it a very powerful experience. You feel the vibrations of the sounds in different places throughout your body. You can do sound baths via her Facebook streams, and I'll link her profile below. Another theory is that the tuning fork can break up trauma held in your body and release them. This also overlaps with the Tibetan singing bowls. I do listen to that when I meditate. So you've got different sized bowls which produce different sounds, and when you hold a bowl in front of the head or the chest or wherever, you can feel the vibrations as they penetrate the body. Same with drums, crystal bowls or gongs. The only thing with listening to YouTube videos of these singing bowls is that I'm not sure you get exactly the same effect as having a real one in front of you. As the sound is recorded, it's uploaded, then it's played through speakers, so potentially I'd imagine there'd be some distortion, so I think it's better to have your own fork or bowl. I found this really cool website called Kailash Energy. They sell all these different types of singing bowls. I love this site because they make fair trade, handcrafted, ethically and sustainably produced items. They're a charity that provides education and scholarship for rural Tibetan youngsters, and they do conservation work. The name Kailash is actually a mountain where they source many of their crystals and gems, and they say their products embody the mystical spirit of the mountain. So rather than just buying something on Amazon, I think this is a better choice for the world. And they have the most amazing jewellery too, and you can select your intention, for example wealth, protection, luck, and each of these pieces will have a specific gemstone and traditional materials for that intention. So what does science say about this? Well, there's a lack of published studies, but here's a paper which was published in 2024. They took 68 people and got them to listen to an hour of tuning forks once a week for 6 weeks. The results were an immediate improvement in insomnia, anxiety and depression, and that remained when they did a 6-month follow-up with the participants. This second tuning fork study had 113 participants with brain, nerve and spinal cord disorders. The participants clients were highly responsive to the tuning fork and had positive results. I've been using all 3 of these forks over the last month, and I would say 100% that they make me more relaxed, both mentally and also if you have tight shoulders or specific muscular pain, that also relaxes when you use a weighted fork. So there's definitely something happening here. I'd recommend you to experiment with tuning forks, as it's a cheap, easy way to potentially become less stressed and more relaxed. And when we're relaxed, we feel better, we look better, and we're more healthy. So thanks for watching. If you've got any questions, please post them below, and I'll leave you with one final chime. Take care.